Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. All right, cool. So now we got it working. We can mute ourselves and take the video off, and then in like 3 minutes we'll come back on.
Okay.
Cool.
Mhm.
Amazing. All right, see you in a bit.
Okay.
All right, Kennedy, you can come back now. How are you?
I'm great.
Good. Amazing. We'll get started in like a minute or so. Everyone who's joining, you guys kind of know the drill. Just ask all of your questions in the little comment bubble, and we'll try and get to all of them. All right, we ready to go? I hope I say your last name right again. My Buffalo accent really just doesn't do it justice. All right, you guys. So this is Kennedy Hambrick. She told me it's like spam, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, Kennedy, do you want to give a little background about you?
Yeah. I'm
Cool.
from Houston, Texas. So like 30 minutes south, which is Pearland, Texas. Um, I've done gymnastics since I was 3 years old. I've loved it ever since I was put in. I was just a crazy child and I was just run around and jump everywhere. So my mom was like, "You need to do something." So she put me in gymnastics. She's actually on the live right now,
I love that.
watching. um,
Supporting you always, right?
Yep, always.
So good.
Um, I've seen some comments already, so I'm gonna like
Amazing.
scroll up and see if I can see
Yeah,
some of
let's do it.
them.
Let's get right to it. Just because I feel like sometimes we don't even get to all the questions. So
Yeah.
let's see. Um, all right. I don't know if I see any questions. Do you see questions? I'm
Um.
trying to go to the top.
Yeah. Um.
If not, I have plenty of questions that I want to ask. Okay, I see one. What's your favorite event? Which was also one of my questions anyway.
My favorite event to compete is floor, and
Okay.
that's because it's super fun. I like to get involved with the crowd, so whenever we make our routines, we make them to where they're facing the crowd and we get to interact with them. My favorite part to do in my floor routine is whenever I move my feet like this. It's just like
Mm-hmm.
something I've always done. And then I point to people, I wink to them.
I
Um,
love that. It's like a total performance.
yeah, it's super fun. That's why I like it so much. And like you don't have to hold back on anything. You can just
Mhm.
like go and have all the power, and it's just so fun to me.
Totally. Were you a performer? Like, did you do anything else besides gymnastics growing up? Like, were you a dancer or a
Um,
singer or anything like that?
I did a little bit of dance when I was younger. I didn't like it as much
Yeah,
because you were just standing there. But
totally.
I used to dance for the Houston Rockets when I was 8.
Fun.
Um,
What a
yeah,
cool
so
experience.
I didn't really know much of the dancing. I just like to tumble and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what I did the whole time.
So
Um,
good.
I got to meet some basketball players like Yao Ming.
That's
I almost
amazing.
I almost got run over by the mascot a few times.
I could only imagine at like 8 years old, you're probably like, yeah, I want to go show off my back handsprings and back
Yeah.
flips. I love it. Amazing. And then what's your favorite event to practice?
It's between bars and beam.
Okay.
I loved bars growing up. I love swinging around, learning new things and connections. Um, I didn't like beam until I got to college. I was always so nervous and shaky, and I was always worried about falling, of
Yeah.
course. But once I got to college, I learned to love it, and it's actually been one of my most consistent events since I've been in
That's
college.
amazing. That's so funny you say that too, because I was the exact same way. That's hilarious. That's awesome. Um, okay, let's see. Do you see any other questions? Oh, what's your least and favorite conditioning?
Cardio. I
Oh,
never liked cardio.
yeah.
So like I say my favorite event to compete is floor, but
I
it's
was
my
gonna say
least
it's
favorite to
all
train.
cardio.
So when we do
Oh
cardio sets,
man.
I'm like, oh no. But I mean, it really makes up for it whenever you compete.
Yeah, totally. What is because you said you do like cardio sets, you said?
Hmm.
Or so what's that like? Can you explain it?
So one we do a lot is called a double sprint routine. So
Mm-hmm.
instead of doing your tumbling pass, you run back and forth in time
Yeah.
to make it back to the music.
Okay.
So we do that, and then at the end of the routine, you'll do like 5 sprints and then 3 back
Mm-hmm.
tucks,
Yeah.
and that's usually it. Or we'll do like running on the resi, or jumping and then running back and forth, or panel mat pushes.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bunch of different ones that we do, so we don't just keep doing the same thing every time.
Yeah. I figured it was something similar to that.
Yeah,
Um, oh, love this question. Will you be designing an Ozone Leo?
I have. It is in the works right
Yes.
now.
So exciting.
I love it.
No sneak peeks, but you guys will see it soon. Okay, let's see. What was your favorite meet?
Mm. Last year at home, I want to say we were against Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really remember, but that's whenever I broke the record for all around.
Amazing.
I honestly didn't even realize that happened until the end, and they were doing awards, and they said that I broke the record, and I was just in complete shock. Like I was just so overwhelmed with emotions. I cried a little bit, and it
That's
still
so
didn't even really hit me.
exciting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it took so long, like a whole week for me to realize that I
How
broke a record.
cool is that? That had to be like such an amazing experience.
Oh yeah,
I love that.
yeah.
Love that. Okay. It's so hard to keep up with the questions.
I know.
Let's see. Oh, I like this question. What's next for you? It says, we will miss watching you perform and being the rock star you are. I like that question. Yeah, tell us like what's in like your next 5 years? Like what's like your dream job?
So I mean, gymnastics has been a part of my life, my entire life. So I don't see myself stepping away from it. So I think I want to coach for a while,
Amazing.
um, preferably in college. I
Okay.
just love the college atmosphere and getting to know everyone. And in college, you really get to see everyone's true personality and
Mm-hmm.
get to know them really well. And the bond is just amazing. They're like your family away from family.
Mm-hmm. They absolutely are. Totally. They're like your sisters, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's amazing. Who do you look up to? That's another question.
Hmm. I
You
mean,
can pick.
there have been so many people over the years. I mean, there's Olympians like okay, so
Doesn't even
whenever
have to be a gymnast either.
right. Um but a funny story
Okay.
is whenever Jordan, we found out she became our coach.
Mm-hmm.
I was in shock. I was like, "Oh my gosh, my childhood idol is going to be my coach." I'm freaking out. And then we found out that Chris
How
was going to be
cool
our
is that?
coach too, and some of the girls were like, oh my gosh, I crushed on him so hard when I was little. And I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, it's just crazy that I get to see her every day and talk to her every day. And
Yeah.
she was somebody that I watched on TV, and I wanted to be just like her.
God, that's really cool. Good for you. What like an amazing experience. That had to be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. What's your favorite conditioning? Also, did I totally cut you off on that last question?
No.
Okay. I was like, do you have more to say? Okay, so what's your favorite conditioning?
I like doing the weightlifting upstairs. We do that after practice sometimes.
Yeah.
So I think I would say legs.
Oh, legs. Oh,
Yeah.
I was totally not a legs person. I hated like squatting and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Do you max out in squats?
I try to. I try not to push myself too hard because that could just make me too sore or anything like that.
Injuries and all that stuff. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So like that's why it's not arms, because freshman year I had surgery on my shoulder.
Oof.
And so I don't want to push too hard on that and then make it hurt again, which I don't have any issues with it now. But
yeah,
just
and shoulder is like a really tough recovery too.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, let's see. You can go through the questions too. Let me know if I'm missing anything.
My mom's in a heart.
I love that. Do you like to be on TV? That's a question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to stop myself from like jumping in front of the camera and making a face.
Oh, I like this question. What's your biggest dream?
Oh. I don't know if I've really thought about that.
We ought to skip that question? That's a hard one. A hard one, but a good one.
I guess just like making the most of my life, like getting to travel and not ever having to worry about anything super bad. I don't know, just like live a good life.
I love that. I think that's a perfect answer. What's your favorite Ozone Leo? Besides the one that you're creating.
We do use Ozone for our practice and competition Leos. So I would have to say one of our competition Leos.
They're all pretty, right?
Yeah, it's really hard to decide. I think I like the one that we wore at our last meet where it has floral patterning on the arms and up here.
So
That's
gorgeous.
So pretty. Yeah.
So pretty.
And they're so comfortable.
No, they did a good job on those.
Yeah.
Let's see. I feel like there's so many questions. I like can't even pick them out. Do you see any? I'm gonna ask one of mine. You keep looking at these and I'm gonna ask one of mine.
I see one. What made you choose Arkansas, and what is your favorite thing about being a Razorback? Okay.
Great question. Love that.
Yeah, really. So I chose Arkansas because at the time, literally half the team was from Texas. I had competed with them growing up my whole life. So it's like half of the team was already my family. And like I committed before I even visited. It was within like a 4-hour window. It was crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so you didn't even know what the campus looked like or anything? You were like, yep, this is where I'm going. This is for me.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
And I love the color red. It's always been one of my favorites.
Okay.
The fan base is amazing. Like,
yeah.
Once you're an Arkansas fan, you're an Arkansas fan for life. And like, it's not, I don't know if it's just because we don't have a major league sports team, but everywhere you go, everyone's wearing Arkansas. They're always saying Woo Pig. Like, no matter how bad a team is doing, we're always going to root for them. The
cool
campus is beautiful. It's so cool. Like, I could have the worst day of my life and people would be like, you're awesome. I love you. I'm like, thank you. I needed that.
And it's so nice too, because you'll always have all of those memories. Like even when you go, it's so sad, but you'll always have the memories. Oh, that's amazing. I'm gonna ask my question really quick. One weakness. It doesn't have to be gymnastics related. It could be anything. One weakness in life. Mine's chocolate.
Well, then
I'm
I would have to
addicted.
say mine is Netflix.
Oh, me too.
I've watched
I have a
over
lot of
40
weaknesses
shows.
over here. Oh, what show are you watching right now?
Gilmore Girls.
Gilmore Girls. You know, I never watched the full thing, like when it first started. I should restart that.
It's really good.
Yeah, I should. I should do it. Okay, good. Love that. Okay. Let's see, I feel like I'm back at the top here.
My cousin. Hi, Stormy.
I love this one. How does it feel to be so cool? You're seriously one of the best gymnasts I've ever watched.
Oh, thank
I
you.
love that. That was nice. Okay, let me ask another question. A favorite hobby outside of gymnastics?
I mean, other than Netflix.
Netflix is a true hobby.
Yeah. It's a
And you're
sport,
probably
honestly.
really good at it.
Oh yeah, it's all day, every day. Like even when I'm cleaning in the shower, like anything. Like I have a whole setup. It's so funny.
I know, I love it. So funny.
I like doing crafts.
Ooh,
So like
what kind of crafts?
painting, making bracelets with like strings, DIYs. I like
What
learning
kind of
life
bracelets
hacks.
are you making over there?
Like braided ones and ones with knots, and they like spin around. Like I don't. It's like a
Cute.
tube, and it has like an edge.
I expect a bracelet in my mailbox next week.
Okay.
All right, let me ask. Look at these questions. I feel like there's a few more. And then I'm gonna ask two more. I have like a whole list of questions over here. What are you most proud of? And this doesn't have to be gymnastics related either. Just anything.
I would say my growth coming into college.
Mm-hmm.
I was super shy. I did not talk to anyone because I was just like I like couldn't even speak to anyone. Like this conversation right now, I'd probably be crying.
I was just about to say, I'm like, you totally don't seem like a shy person at all. You were like totally killing it over here.
Thank you. I've worked hard.
Amazing.
But yeah, I've learned to talk and get to know people and learn to manage life. Like I'm living in a house now
It's hard
with people that aren't my teammates. And
oh, really?
Yeah. And
That's kinda
like
cool.
they're my best friends.
Yeah.
I love them to death. So yeah, I learned to branch out and get outside of gymnastics and my time outside of the gym. So that was a really good thing. It's something everyone needs. Like you don't need to be in the same thing all the time. Like you need to have a life outside.
You need a little space from it, for sure.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, good for you. I love that. That's amazing. All right. I want to ask one more question. Read through those. Make sure we didn't miss anything really good. Ooh, yeah. Any fears or mental blocks that have come along, or like a skill that freaks you out? Anything?
Believe it or not, I had always had a fear of blind changes. Like I've done blind changes for most of my bar career, and every now and then I'll just like be like like even the other day I messed up and I like switched my hand the wrong way because it just felt funny, and I was like, oh, that was a little scary, but like you've done this for what 7-8 years, like, and they're fine every time.
Can I tell you that I could not do a blind change, like, at all? I would wipe out, like, fly on my coach's head. Not for me. So I was scared of them too. So I'm with you.
Well, the funny thing is that catching mixed grip like this, totally fine. They were my favorite thing to do. That and clear hips.
Yeah.
And toe shoots. But catching reverse grip, that was always the scariest thing to me. I always thought I was going to miss my hand, but I never did.
Funny. Crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we miss anything else? Any other good questions in here? I mean, they're all amazing. And thank you for everyone that comes on here and asks all the amazing questions. I just want to make sure there's nothing we missed. And everyone who's on, you better ask your last questions. You have about a minute left.
Stormy. Oh no, my cousin. He said, do you, I lost it, but I think it said something like, did you ever imagine being the star that you are now? Honestly, no. I didn't know where I was going to be. I thought I was just going to be like someone on the team, just doing my thing. And like, I didn't expect to get like this many Instagram followers or having fans or anything like that. But whenever I started getting messages and stuff, I realized, like, my mom had always told me from high school or even before high school, like, you're gonna have fans, you're gonna have little girls looking up to you that aren't just in your own gym. And I was like, oh yeah, whatever, haha. But like, it's true. And
So true.
it's so cool to know that there are a lot of people looking up to you. And so that's a huge motivation. That's probably my biggest motivation, is to do well for these people and to be a good role model and to be the best that I can be for them.
That's amazing. That is a great answer. I also saw a really good question come in. So this will be your last question. What advice would you give an 11-year-old girl trying to get where you are today? And then we'll end it with that one.
Just don't be discouraged. I know it can be hard sometimes, but don't give up. There are times where I've gotten stuck on a skill and I wanted to just quit. Like in level 5, I almost quit in level 5 because I couldn't jump to the high bar with a mat underneath me.
Isn't that the worst?
I know. But I mean, I worked on it and I finally did it and I got over that fear. And just gaining that confidence in yourself is really going to be the biggest thing. So anytime you're scared of anything, talk to yourself, tell yourself, hey, I'm amazing. I almost have this skill, and once I hit it, I'm going to feel so great, and I get to go get a treat or write down on my goal board that I did this, and I'm going to be super proud of myself because I know I've worked so hard to get to where I am now, and if I just keep doing that, I'm going to get better and better, and I'm going to be so proud of myself.
I love that. That's amazing. Well, Kennedy, you're amazing. You're such a total rock star, just like everyone is saying. Thank you for doing this, and thank you everyone who hopped on, asked questions, all of that stuff. And I'm sure we'll chat soon. And everyone, get excited for the Leotards coming out, right?
I'm so excited.
Yay. All right, cool. Well, we'll chat soon. Again, thank you guys. And thank you. You go get yourself some sleep.
All right.
I'll talk to you later.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.